Hey, so I guess today you wanted to take a look at my Kenner Chuck Norris collection, which is complete. As I know, I got a lot of things going. I got a lot of irons in the fire as far as different toy lines. And some things are missing one or two, and some things are missing a ton of stuff. I don't know if I'll ever finish it, but this line is finished. And I like that. I know a lot of people say, oh, it's all about the toy hunt. No, I want to be done. I want to be done and not have to worry about it anymore. So this is the Chuck Norris Karate Kommandos line. And it had an after-school cartoon and a comic book. The comic book was done by Marvel, the Star Comics. And the cartoon was after-school style. 5 episodes of the cartoon and 5 issues of the comic, if I'm not mistaken, because it was done as a pilot. Same as how the original G.I. Joe was a 5-issue miniseries or a 5-episode miniseries, and the original Swamp Thing cartoon was a 5-episode miniseries, because that's something that a lot of these toy companies would do sometimes as a test run to see whether or not they were going to be able to sell the toys. G.I. Joe, it worked out really well. That first so-called G.I. Joe movie with those 5 episodes spliced together went over really big with kids. This did not. This stopped at 5 episodes, unfortunately. And it's a big figure. This is like a 5-inch figure. It's got multiple points of articulation. 9, I believe. 9 points of articulation on these figures. 10 figures in the set, and this again is the entire set. 1 vehicle only. And this was done in 1986. So the cartoon came out in 86, the toys came out in 86. And it's not that the cartoon failed, it's that the toy line did. Because when the toys aren't selling, that's when they give up on the show. So G.I. Joe was selling Masters of the Universe, Transformers, all of those toy lines were moving. This didn't move off the shelves, so they said, screw the show, we're not going to get back to it. And that's pretty much how it goes. Now, something unique about the show is that unlike most other cartoons that have a live action connection to it, like Rambo, for example. Rambo, of course, Sylvester Stallone did not voice over the Rambo in the cartoon. However, Chuck Norris did do his own voice work in the cartoon, which I thought was interesting. There are 3 Chuck Norris figures. So you've got your Kung Fu training gi version, so this is training outfit. You've got your Kimo or Chemo, Reed Smith, whoever the hell he is, Chuck Norris in his battle gear, because you know when you got to go to battle you want to run around shirtless. You've got Tabby, kind of a sumo wrestler. You've got the super ninja, and then you've got the ninja serpent, who is essentially the super ninja in a different paint scheme, but at least they changed the artwork. You've got the ninja warrior in black, and then the Ninja Master is in red, which again, of course, is the same figure repainted, but they redid the artwork. And then finally, and that's this one down here, you've got the Chuck Norris in his undercover agent clothing. And I like how Chuck always has a headband. give you an idea of what the back of the package looks like. And on the side panel there, they always have a different section where they show or demonstrate how that particular action figure's function works, because they all have an action function. And you'll notice also that there are figures that are not pictured on the back. They've only got 8 figures pictured here, but there are 10. And usually you don't see the serpent, ninja serpent, or the red ninja on the back of the packages. Now, out of this set, this is a relatively affordable set. You can find, usually on bids, not buy it nows, you can find these for like $50 or less, except for the orange vest Chuck Norris and the red ninja, which are pretty tough to find. And then lastly, you've got your Karate Kommandos Karate Corvette. And on the back of the package here, it shows you the function. What does his Corvette do? Well, all of this neat stuff. Because why not? It's Chuck Norris. And I like the aesthetics of it too. I like the artwork on these. They look like watercolor paintings, the way that they've been done. And it's something that's more and more unique to vintage toys and action figures, because a lot of modern toy lines really don't bother with artwork, unfortunately. Or you get very little of it. You get a small panel. You don't get a big splash like this too often anymore. But I like it. You can see the clearance on it. This one still has the price tag. It says Woolworth's $6.99, reduced price $2. So these were on clearance for $2, or that one was anyways. I think that's the only one that has a price tag on it. Just kind of surprising. I don't mind a price tag as long as it's little like that. Most of these are unpunched. The only one that's punched is the Chuck Norris in the undercover agent outfit, and then the red ninja. The red ninja is really the hardest one to find though, so mine is kind of a rough card, but that's okay. That's okay. At least I've got them all.